I had a new client reach out recently asking about advice for training as they're recovering from a torn quadricep muscle. They compete in aesthetic sports, so they get on stage in classic physique. They want to build their legs back up, get back into shape. However, they're struggling with enough confidence to get back under big weights to push that muscle growth. So the concept that we're using in their training is called future sets, and I'll use this for injury recovery, but also anyone wanting to build their mindset towards lifting heavier weights, whether that's a growth client, a strength client, sports, whatever it might be. If they have something that's a little bit scary and their mindset is more of the limiter than their physical strength, we do use future sets to address that situation. In my workout today, I started with leg extensions, and I've already worked up to a top set. I did 180 pounds for 20 reps. And the implementation of a future set would be, let's say that I want to get to 200 pounds, but that seems a little bit scary. You know, I'm crossing over from the 100 somethings into 200, and that can be scary. I remember when I got into powerlifting, anytime I saw 405 on the bar, that started to become kind of scary and more of a mental limit rather than a physical limit, just because now all of a sudden it was 4 big plates on the bar. This is an example that we can use to push past that. For future sets, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the rep range, the rep target that we would normally do, in half. So if I was doing sets of 20, I'm now going to do a set of 10, and I'm only going to increase the weight a small amount. I might only make a maybe like 10% weight increase the first time I'm doing the future set. If that goes well, then maybe next time I'll push a 15% or even a 20% weight increase. Now I can play with whether I increase the reps or I increase the weight. If the limitation is weight, then we want to focus more on that. If the limitation is pain tolerance and just understanding how far should I push a muscle before it can maybe become an injury, then maybe I would push repetitions. But that's the idea of a future set, is you can push into new weight or new rep, which would be kind of like new rep stress, muscular endurance stress. That would be, you could go either way or both, mix it up a little bit. So I'll show you now me doing a set of 200 pounds on leg extensions for a set of 10. So that was my future set at 200 pounds. If you notice, every rep was smooth, controlled. I didn't go into failure. Everything was technically as perfect as I know how to do. That would be what we do with future sets. You're not pushing into this trying to set a new PR. You're just trying to get under a new weight and say, can I do this safely? Can I build my confidence here? Or if you're pushing into new reps, you don't push all the way to failure. If I did a set of 10 today, it felt good, felt safe. Maybe next workout, I just try 11 or 12. I'm not going to all of a sudden go right into a set of failure. But that's the idea of a future set, is if you're feeling limited in your mental confidence, whether that's for putting on heavier weight or pushing harder into muscular stress, you want to introduce something new in a controlled manner. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 experiences in that new stimulus, and then you'll build that confidence to start to push closer to good form failure. So this is the idea of future sets. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.